So I already made a video about my Injustice 3 roster wishlist, but in today's video I'm gonna be breaking down the characters that I want to see in Injustice 3 as DLC. Starting with Beast Boy. Beast Boy is one of the most requested characters to add in Injustice for a while now, and he's also he's probably the most popular Titan, if not then one of the most popular. And his moveset could be really sick, him turning into a bunch of different kind of animals, and yeah, I just think he'd be a pretty cool add. Next up, I have Katana. Now in each Injustice game, we have a Mortal Kombat or more than one Mortal Kombat character. So in Injustice Gods Among Us, we had Scorpion. In Injustice 2, we had Sub-Zero and Raiden. So those are, I think, the three most popular ones, and then after them there's Katana and Liu Kang. So next up I have Katana as a Injustice 3 DLC, and I think her and Liu Kang's moveset would be way more different than everybody else's, because they use martial arts and different kind of weapons, and it's just different than all the characters in Injustice. Next up, I have Static Shock. Now, I grew up watching Static Shock, the cartoon, and he was in Injustice Gods Among Us, the mobile version though, so that doesn't count. But, they have his super move. They could just copy and paste it from the Injustice Gods Among Us mobile to Injustice 3. And yeah, I just think it would be a really cool add. Now I have the second DLC pack. In each DLC pack I'm including 3 characters, and I have 3 DLC packs just like in Injustice 2. So in the second DLC pack I have, first of all, Etrigan. Etrigan honestly he's just a different character, and he has been requested by a lot of people. He's on a lot of people's Injustice 3 wish list, so I have him as DLC. Next up, I have John Constantine. I really wanted to add John Constantine in the main roster, especially because he plays a big role in the Injustice comics, but I just couldn't, so I have him as DLC. By the way, if you want me to make a video about the Injustice 3 story mode that I made up, comment down below. Next up, I have Raven. Raven was in Injustice Gods Among Us. I don't think they did her so well. I think she could have been much better and much more fun to play as. So I think they should redo her as DLC in Injustice 3. And plus, that way we would kind of have all of the Titans, or most of the Titans, according to, the roster that I made and the DLCs that I have here. Next up is the third DLC pack, starting with Booster Gold. I saw this in the comments of one of my Injustice 3 videos, and honestly I agree. Booster Gold would be a really cool add, but since I thought of him after I made the story and everything, and my main roster wish list for Injustice 3, I have him as DLC here. Next up, Liu Kang. I already said I was gonna add Liu Kang and Katana, so this is where Liu Kang comes in. Again, martial arts, special moveset, but I would like them to add the regular Liu Kang, not the Fire God Liu Kang that we got in Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 11. At the end of Mortal Kombat 11. So yeah, regular Liu Kang. Maybe we could have a Fire God Liu Kang edit style, but I don't want Fire God Liu Kang's style to be the main style for Liu Kang. I just wanted to have that classic style. And finally, for my third DLC pack, I have Red Tornado. Red Tornado is, well, first of all, I don't think we have gotten any character in these Injustice games with air abilities, and Red Tornado is such an underrated character. He's super slept on, and I got introduced to him in Young Justice. I grew up watching that too, and I really liked him, and I feel like he should be an add to Injustice 3. Either he was DLC or in the main roster, I would be happy. Now, these are some extra characters that I would like NetherRealm to add to Injustice 3. I have Invincible from Invincible. We got Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat 1, and Invincible is not as gory as Omni-Man, so I feel like he would fit right in Injustice 3. And lastly, I have Aang, Avatar Aang, or Avatar Korra from The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. I grew up watching The Legend of Korra personally, not The Last Airbender, so Korra is my favorite. I know, don't come at me in the comments, okay? You have your favorites. I'm not judging you, okay? If Aang's your favorite, that's totally awesome. I love Aang too. But Korra is my favorite. I grew up with her. I got introduced to like the Avatar universe, I guess you can say, from her. So that's why Korra is my favorite. Maybe if I grew up watching The Last Airbender, I would have enjoyed or like preferred Aang. So yeah, Korra is my favorite, but I would love for them to add either one of them. If it was Aang or Korra, I would be really happy, and their moveset would be amazing. Like all 4 elements. Like imagine being able to use fire, earth, water, and air like at the same time with the same character. And like if they had like also the sub elements, I think they're called, like for example, with water bending, you have blood bending, you have healing. Like they could have such incredible moves with those. Or like with air bending, you can like suck the air out of your enemy. So maybe there's a move where like you suck the air out of your enemy, and like that makes their health reduce with time, you know. Or with blood bending, you can like freeze them, and then you could just like keep, I don't know, like attacking them. I know it sounds kind of OP, but it's honestly pretty sick also. So yeah, these are the characters that I would love to see in Injustice 3 as cameo fighters. Comment down below if you agree, or if you have any other characters that you would like to see in Injustice 3, either was DLC or main roster. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.